Hello everyone, my name is Maisara Izzati binti Anwar, number ID 2023938079. Today, our group will present about Hersey and Blanchard Situational Leadership Theory. This topic is from our course, Fundamental of Sport and Exercise Psychology USR 401. We will explain what this leadership theory means and how it can be used in sport and exercise situations. In this model, employees are called followers, while managers are called leaders. Let's talk about leadership. Leadership is a key element in motivating, guiding, and influencing others. Effective leadership helps individual or team to achieve their goals. For example, in a sport team, effective leadership can increase teamwork, build trust, and improve overall performance. The situational leadership theory by Hersey and Blanchard focus on how leaders can change their leadership style based on maturity or readiness level of their followers. Now, I will explain to you guys the overview of the theory. The situational leadership theory was developed by Paul Hersey and Kenneth Blanchard in 1970. This theory suggests that leadership is not fixed, and there is no single style that works for every situation. Effective leaders must adjust their leadership style based on the maturity or readiness level of their followers. Maturity here refers to how skilled, confident, and willing the follower are to do of the task. So, the main idea of this theory is that leaders need to understand what their followers need and then choose the right leadership style for each situation. Next, I will explain about the two key components of the theory. The first component is the leadership style. This means how the leader behave towards their followers. It includes two things. Firstly, task behavior, which is giving guidance and structure. Secondly, relationship behavior, which is giving emotional support. The second component is follower maturity. This refers to how ready or capable the follower are to take responsibility for a task. In short, the theory shows that effective leadership depends on matching the right leadership style to the followers' maturity level.
On this slide, we have a 4 leadership style from the situational leadership model from the Hersey and Blanchard. This style, they recognize that effective leader, they don't use a single approach, but they adapt the leadership style based on their member needs, skills, and also the confidence of their team. The first style is the S1, which is a telling or directing. This is used when a team member is new to a task and also need a clear or step-by-step guidance. The leader, they make the most of the decision during the S1, and also they closely supervise the performance of the team member. The second style is a S2, selling or coaching. Here, the leaders still provide the direction, but they also spend most of their time explaining the why behind the decision, and also they're encouraging input. This style works or effective when someone has some experience but they still lacks of their confidence and also lack of confidence in their abilities. The third style is S3, participating or supporting. It shifts more responsibility to the team member. The leader, they focus on motivation and as well as collaboration and also a shared decision making with the team member. It is a very ideal when the individual they has the skill but they may need the reassurance or support from the leader. Finally, S4 is delegating. At this stage, the leader they step back and also give a full autonomy because the team member or individual is a very capable and also they are confident. The leader role here become like a monitoring and also monitoring the progress and also being available when the team member needed him. Overall, these four leadership styles remind us that leadership is very flexible. The best leader access each of the situation and also they adjust their approaches to bring out the best in their people. This slide shows the four maturity levels starting from N1 to M4 from the Hersey and Blanchard situational leadership model. The model say that leader they should adjust their leadership style depending on the competence like skills and also commitment, which is known as motivation of their team members. The four levels are the first one is M1. The member is low competence but they also low commitment. The person lacks of skills but they also lacks of confidence or motivation. The second one is M2. The member have some competence but also low commitment, which means they are starting to learn but they also need encouragement and also direction at some times. The third one is M3, high competence and also variable commitment, which means they have a skill but they may lack of the confidence or motivation at times. The last one, M4, high competence but also high commitment as well, which means they are very skilled, confident, and as well as motivated, which make them able to work independently. On this slide, we are looking at the most important idea in the Hersey and Blanchard situational leadership model, which is matching the leadership style to the maturity levels of the follower. The goal here is to show that leaders are most effective when they adjust their approaches based on what their peoples are ready for. We start with the M1 and S1, which is the telling stages. M1 follower are usually new to the task and also lack of both experience and as well as confidence. Because of that, they need their leader to take their clear and also directive role, spelling out what needs to be done, how to do it, and as well as when it should be finished. The leader carries most of the responsibility at this point. Next, we have a M2 and S2, selling stages. At this level, followers have gained some skills, but they still doubt on themselves or feel unsure. Here, the leader still provide direction, but also spend more time with a motivating, encouraging, and as well as explaining the reasons behind the decision. It is a more communicative style. Then we have M3 and S3, known as the participating stages. These followers, they already have a strong competence, but their confidence or commitment might still go up and down. Instead of a directing, the leader shift toward supporting, like inviting them to share some ideas and as well as opinion, involving them in decision and as well as helping them feel secure in their abilities. Finally, we reach M4 and S4, which is a delegating stage. At this highest level, the follower they have both skills and confidence. They are fully capable of handling the task independently or on their own. The leader here step back and give them autonomy and only check-ins when it is needed or necessary.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today I'll be to presenting on the Hersey and Blanchard situation leadership theory and its application in sport. This theory emphasizes that leader, in our case, coach must adapt their leadership style based on the readiness of their athlete. In other words, there is no one size or fit all approach. The way you guide a beginner is different from how you guide an experienced athlete. Using the right style at the right time help promote growth, motivation, and better performance. So how does it theory work in sport? Coach adapt their approach depending on athlete readiness. For beginner, they may use a telling, directly style, giving clear instruction and closely supervising performance. For athlete with some experience but still developing confidence, coach may use a selling, coaching, styling, explanation, decision, giving encouragement and motivating them. For highly skilled, confident athletes are participating or supporting or delegating style is used, allowing them more autonomy and responsibility. For example, in a football team, a new player may need detailed guidance on positioning and passing, while a senior player may only need advice before making tactical decisions. By doing this, the coach ensures that every athlete can perform at their best regardless of skill level. Hersey and Blanchard theory has a several important strengths. Practical and easy to apply coach can implement it without complicated tools or methods. Focuses on follower development. Every athlete receives guidance to their skill level and confidence. Useful in dynamic environment, sport are unpredictable and flexible leadership allow quick adaptations. Encourage flexible leadership. Coach learn to adjust their style depending on the situation and athlete, leading to better outcomes. Overall, the theory promotes personalized guidance, enhance motivation, and improve performance. Weaknesses of the theory. However, there are some weaknesses to be aware of. Number one is hard to measure athlete readiness. It is not always easy to know if an athlete is ready for more responsibility or independence. Number two is confusing with mixed ability level. Team often have a mixed beginner and expert, making it challenging to choose the best style for each situation. Number three, assumes leaders can always adapt effectively. Not all coach can adjust their style perfectly every time. Despite these challenges, with experience and careful observation, coach can still apply this theory successfully. Conclusions. In conclusion, Hersey's and Blanchard situation leadership theory help coach adapt their leadership style based on their athlete readinesses. In sport, this flexibility leads to better communication, athlete understand expectation clearly, higher motivation, athlete feel supported and encouraged, improve performance both individually and for the team. A coach who applied this theory effectively can bring out the best in each athlete, helping them grow. Thank you for listening. Remember, situational leadership is about being flexible and responsive by adapting to the need of each athlete. Coach can ensure every team's member receive the right guidance, support, and freedom, ultimately leading to a more successful and motivated team. Thank you very much.